I know I'm hard on these, but I just need you guys to know like what you really can and can't do before you buy one of these and think you can just ride through the forest and then it just loses you or crashes and you're all, what the heck? It's supposed to track. So anyway, this is how it really works. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Check it out. DJI Mini 5 Pro designated tracking test video. Now this one's going to be thorough as far as tracking a bike on the trails in a really encroached tight tree environment. The paved road in the woods here. This is probably one of the worst environments you're going to put it through. So if it can survive these environments, you know it's going to do a lot better in more open spaces. Remember, this does have a new bike mode. So that is the main reason I'm testing this. So stay tuned and let's find out how the Mini 5 Pro fares better than the previous versions and also compared to other drones. They're getting better and better with every generation. So let's see if they can actually do this now. I like to do this just with about 3 zip ties and some double-sided sticky tape on 2 parts where the controller contacts the bike frame. That's the setup. I'm gonna record the screen so you can really see the tracking the drone's doing, as well as I'll have the footage up of the actual like 4K 60 footage, not only if it can avoid obstacles and get through it, but if that footage is actually usable. All right guys, we are ready to go. I wanted to show you what I selected here in the focus track setting. So if you go into control in your main settings, and then you scroll down a bit and go into focus track, I'm gonna select cycling here. And check out, there's all the defaults. We'll just leave it at that. Flip it up to 60 frames per second here, guys. We wanna have the most fluid as possible. So let's go active track. There we go. So as you can see, once I clicked on active track, that little focus track setting came up. Okay, so let's just see how it does. Remember in my Air 3S video, I actually started with it tracking me from the front and it crashed over here. So that's pretty cool. It's trying to find a way around this tree. And let's see if it crashes or not, okay? This is a throttle. This is the Highboy e-bike, one of the e-bikes. All right, so that time this drone chose to go around me to the back, and it seems to be detecting trees a little better than the Air 3S when I initially did that, so that's promising. We're gonna spin down the road here, see if it crashes into anything. See how it's trying to get in front of me? I just like to, oh, guys, it already crashed. My goodness. Man, that's disappointing, dude. Would you look at that? Man. Not even down the driveway yet. By the way, this is midday. The sun's at its peak height in the sky. And it crashed either into this tree or this tree. Of course, we'll have the video up so you can see that, but what a disappointment, man. Already crashed. Hopefully it's not all messed up, but let's see. We already got some needles and stuff in the propeller joint here. I'm gonna have to work that out a bit so it can flex. There we go. Man, can you believe that? I thought these things were gonna be way better. The body popped up in the back. Look at this, plastic. Doesn't seem like any arms got messed up or loose, but this is a little concerning. Hopefully I can just snap this back. Let's see if that's a possibility. Yeah, so I had to pop it back up, and then let's see if we can pop it down. My goodness, man. There we go. Okay, so I don't know what happened there. Maybe the arm flexed kind of hardcore and popped that body out. I don't know how else that would pop out. Everything seems okay. I really cleaned these sensors before we started, so I know it wasn't a sensor cleaning issue. The propellers, man, yeah, this one's already chipped. I'm gonna have to replace this propeller. It looked like it was just trying to zoom around the left of me and it just hit this tree. Bummer. Thought this was going to be a lot better with the Mini 5 Pro. Well guys, it's a good thing in the Flymore combo you get so many propellers. So I'm going to keep a whole set here in my pocket. Good thing about the Mini 5 Pro 2 is you can do the quick release propellers, right? So you don't have to mess with any screws or anything. You just basically take your propeller off, your old propeller, and then just twist lock your new propellers really easily. So that's a good thing. But man, see how fast that was? So that's a new propeller on there already. So I'm gonna clean these sensors up and then we'll get going again. All right, let's try that again. Okay. So we'll go ahead and take this little thing and we'll just force it to be in the back of us for now. And let's get rolling. So this is the default far back speed here, or far back distance in the back tracking focus track. So you see how it really has no problem following something from the rear. And that's kind of how the Mini 4 was too, no issues. Get a little speedy here down the driveway. We'll cut left. Anyway, so this is the rear far focus track. So we'll just give this a quick test. I'm just gonna book it here. This bike can go about 30. We'll go ahead and see how good the video is and everything. Do a little bit of swerving. See if it hits any trees and if it can keep us in track. Wow, lost track already. Oh man, that's a bummer. So you see how it's just sitting there? Man, so this is like the same problems I was having with the Mini 4 Pro. Can you hear my disappointment? So it paused too long and you can see that it just completely is not going to do anything unless you take over manual control, or I press on the screen here to retrack. And then I have to go back into focus track or active track. And let's try a close rear follow this time. Ooh, don't hit the trees. Oh. Boy. Okay, I made it past that tree. Anyway, let's keep going. I am wondering, before I hit the throttle here, I am wondering if I go back into the focus track settings, if it's in cycling mode. Yeah, so it's still in cycling mode there, see? So that's good. It didn't go out of it when it lost me. So let's kind of floor it. So this is the close rear follow. I want to do that hill again and bomb it fast and see if it loses track again. That was kind of ridiculous, wasn't it? All right, we're going about 25. We'll do some swerving again. It's like barely able to keep up, probably because it's so low. Yeah, see how it lost me again, I believe? Oh, man. So again, we're just sitting in the sky here waiting for a car to hit it. That's not good. Let's get back up to it. Of course, it's not going to track me again. Guys, just to let you know too, I do have some breeze flowing this way from my back right now, so it was fighting the wind coming with me, and that's only about 5-ish miles per hour gusts. Let's do that again a little higher and see if it can keep up, okay? Man, don't hit any trees already. Boy, it already freaking lost me. Oh, geez Louise. Where are you, dude? Jeez, just looking at the tree, wonderful. How's that gonna help anything? All right, track me please. Active track from the rear in cycling mode. It's staying that high. Let's see if it kind of resorts back down or if it will stay that high. Let's go, let's book it. Going with the wind now. Just seems far away and not really flying that quick. Maybe pick it up a little bit more. All right, we'll book it. There should be no reason it can't keep track of me now since it's this high. 25. Hopefully it doesn't hit that tree. That'll be a disaster. It's just really lagging behind. Here's a good test around this corner. Will it keep up? Completely lost me going into the trees. Not sure what it's doing. Disappointing, man. Well, same old stuff, guys. Same old stuff. Sorry, but that's just how it is. Now we got to figure out where it went. Back it up. Oh, it's way over there. It didn't even attempt to go around the, there it is. It didn't even attempt to go around the corner. Look how far that is away. There's the drone. That's how far away the corner is. So it just couldn't even keep up with me. That's kind of sad. I do have it in normal mode. Of course, sport mode turns off the sensor, so you don't want that. Anyway, just continue to be disappointed by these guys, just because I thought they should be getting like way better, man. I know I'm hard on these, but I just need you guys to know like what you really can and can't do before you buy one of these and think you can just ride through the forest and then it just loses you or crashes and you're all, what the heck? It's supposed to track. So anyway, this is how it really works. All right, let's try a frontal track. I'm already facing it. It should know it's in front of me. Don't spin around, dude. See, it's, yeah, there we go. So there we go. Okay, so it's locked onto the front. It's interesting, it did maintain that height though, which is actually kind of good. Bring it a little bit lower if you want kind of a cool shot like this. And let's just see what happens if we ride with it in front of us and start swerving a little. See if it runs into any trees. Whew, almost hit that tree. Hey! Wow, that was scary. I had to slow down a little because I thought I was going to hit that tree. See, now it's behind me and it's trying to get in front. And this is where it crashed down the driveway. So I'm going to go extremely slow. Just to let it try to... Oh, it's like stuck in that tree. The same thing that the Air 3S was doing. Exactly the same thing, dude. So it lost track of me. I need to get back over here. Oh, man. Get back in front. Spin around. So it kind of defeats the purpose of like hands-free tracking, right? I still got to say, nothing was as good as that Skydio 2. I'm still saying it. That's just facts. Let's get back in the front. Okay. Are we tracking, dude? What's up? Okay, I thought it was in tripod for a second. It was just sitting there. Anyway, so stuff like this, like no problem. You want to get shots like this, you want to adjust your height and you're going straight, let's bring it down a bit. That's really as low as I could bring it with the sticks. Doesn't want to go any lower than that. You can do your vlogs or whatever you want. This is a very quiet craft, so it's not going to really interfere with your talking. You can probably barely hear it in the mic here on my jacket. So what if I do this, spin around? Is it going to hit that sign like some of the other? Jeez, it's taking a wide berth, dude. Why are you so wide there? Anyway, going back forward, it just doesn't want to, it seems like it doesn't want to really come close to avoid obstacles. So let's try this. Go out in the sun here so it can see me. And we'll go back into the tracking settings here. Push the stick forward. It'll come a little closer, but then I think when we start moving, that's as close as I can come with the sticks. I'm pushing them all the way forward. They have sensors to detect the ground, but it's just using that zeroed out spec from where it launched is what you're seeing on the screen there. You're not seeing anything about how far it is away from me. So all that stuff is kind of incognito in the settings we just chose for cycling. So stuff like this, all right, yeah, it's gonna do fine. But man, just don't start giving it any speed and turning and doing stuff like that, because honestly, you're just gonna crash. You're just gonna crash it and you're gonna be disappointed. I hate to say it, but that's the way it is. We're gonna try to follow from the left side. I'm gonna give it some room. And let's let it get from where it was to my left and see how that does. So it should be locking on to the left side here and trying to do a follow from the left. This is where it gets sketchy. See how it went to my back now because of the trees? So it's trying to fly sideways, but man, you're going too fast. I don't think this thing would dodge a tree. Let's see what it does here. It's actually pretty close. Interesting how I got that close in this scenario. So see how I get anywhere close to the trees and it just like kind of almost crashes. There's a sign right there. Woo! All right, saw those trees. So same thing, just kind of hit or miss, maybe the type of branches and type of trees, shading, all that stuff. I don't think my black jacket is influencing the tracking lock at all. It seems like it's doing fine. I think I just got away from it in the beginning. So, this looks pretty good, obviously, until it hits something. Just avoided that sign there. Let's see what it does when we spin around like this. If we can keep track. All right. Let's try to switch sides. I'm gonna go to the left side of the road and make this thing follow me from the close right. And there's some trees right there. What are you gonna do, buddy? I'm going slow for it. I just don't want to break this till I'm done. Single track next, so stay tuned guys, because we're gonna do a tight single track following from the rear. See if it can do what the Neo 2 and the Flip can do in just a second. So this isn't bad. You just got to be careful of obstacles still. There it goes. It decided to slow way down for that tree, and now it's speeding up. And this is where it gets dangerous. Woo! Buddy. You know what I mean? So see what it does. Is it starts blasting to keep up with you and then finding its orientation, and then it that's when it might kind of crash. I wish it would keep its speed a little more and avoid the obstacles, but I think that's just a limitation of the software and hardware. All right, cool, man. So not hitting anything yet. Let's try to go back to the front. It's gonna try to find a clear spot and blast forward. It's still watching those trees. That was good. It came a little closer to me so it didn't hit trees. Let's blast it full throttle, see if it can keep up here. Woo! So if you want to get these shots, here you go. Just get ready for it to crash if there's a tree. Whoa, can you maintain, brother? Oh man, look at that. It's spiraling out of control. I was going too fast for it, and there's no wind right now whatsoever. That was really disappointing. And look at this. So you're doing this in a road. Look what happens. It's just sitting here like car height. It's not going to avoid anything that comes at it, guys. It only avoids obstacles when it's tracking. So this thing a car will smash into it if you lose it and you're going back to it, and say there's a delivery truck coming or something, or even a car. That's a pretty low height. That's only like 5 feet right there. That'll hit like a windshield of a regular car just about. I did want to show you the zoom function. If you decided to track and also zoom, we'll go back pretty far. And then check this out, guys. You can do some zooming. So we'll just click on 2 times. Whoops. There we go. See that zoom? So we can go all the way to 3 times. Now this is it zoomed into 3 times. Oh, there's a car there. I better go on the side here. Woo. Don't hit the car. Hey, I'm right in the middle of a video flying a drone. We'll talk later. Bye. Okay, guys, so this is how it is zoomed in. Just cruise in. And you can zoom in and out as you want. I'm just going to hit the 1 quick zoom out real quick. Oh, that's cool. Oh, it's hitting leaves. What are you doing, buddy? Wow, 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 wow. Okay. So you see how that's not advisable for farther distances? Completely lost me. I heard it nick a couple of trees there. All right, so I just wanted to show you that real fast on the zooming. It is a feature, but just be careful with it. Will you follow me? Okay. Thank goodness you didn't get lost in the woods again. All right, guys, let's go hit some trails. I'm gonna get up here, pop a new battery in. Oh, geez. Oh, what the heck? Why did it do that, dude? It just flew straight into the wilderness. Okay, I have no idea where it is, so I'm gonna use this Find My Drone function. I don't know what happened there, man. Yep, there it is. I really hope we didn't bust it, because I still want to do that single track tracking, man. I don't know what the heck it was trying to do. So you hear that flashing and beeping. That's the feature. As long as it has battery power, this is what it does. Those sensors are really dusty. Let's just check for any damage here real quick before we head on out to the trails. Just press and stop on the controller and it stops it. It's a good locator though, right? Propeller seems fine. The good thing is, that's one of the things I wanted to test too, is the twist lock propellers aren't falling off in crashes, so that could be a good thing. Arms are still solid. Gimbal's still solid. So I would say, just from the few crashes we've already done, is this is more durable than like the Mini 4 Pro. They've bolstered up the hinges, because the Mini 3 and the Mini 4 Pro, if you crash them, These arms immediately break super easily, so they probably have some stronger joints in here now, which is a good thing. Anyway, guys, just continuous partial disappointment. Sorry about that, but that's just the way it's performing for me in this area, at least. Now let's pop in a new battery. I think we exhausted the road woods test to death, so that's everything it can do and can't do. Let's get in the trails. As of the date of this video, this is the newest update for the Mini 5 Pro as far as all the software and everything. Just pop in a new battery and let's get into these single track. I'm just gonna follow from the back, obviously, because we already know it's gonna just crash if you follow from the front. The rear and the side sensors just are not there yet. You see how you can see the sensors? That's really cool. That's been around for a little while. You can actually see what the drone's seeing in its sensors. You can pick the forward sensor, the back, you can lock it, I guess, side, left side, right side, and the downward sensors just looking at the ground. So that's kind of cool, isn't it? In focus track, I cannot see that sensor window anymore because we have this little guy. Let's see if we press through it and see if we can get that back. Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, that's kind of new. Look, I can put the sub window up anywhere I want. So maybe I'll put it up here on the right so you guys can still see what the sensors are seeing. And let's go for a ride. All right. So, you know, I'm just going to take it slow at first. Make sure my gearing's good. And let's see if it can fly through this small hole of trees. I kind of doubt it. Are you gonna make it through, buddy? Whoa. Yeah, so limitations there. That was to give it the benefit of the doubt. That was a super narrow area, so I'm gonna take over on the sticks. All right, look at what those sensors are seeing. My gosh. So you see this little narrow thing? That's why it was so hard for it to get through. It's literally just like a foot or two. I'll give you a good indication of what it can and can't get through. So we'll go kind of low. We'll retrack here. This is as close as I could make it. Track me, so not going to be really as close as something like the Neo 2 or the Flip. So if you're looking for this kind of tracking, guys, I would recommend getting the Flip or the Neo 2. Either one seems to be pretty good. They're about the same. Whoa, it actually got past that branch. Okay. I just want to make sure everything's okay with it. But see how the sensors are like that little window on the top right? It's telling you what's going on. So anyway, let's keep going. See what it can do. Or can't do. That branch right there on the left, the Neo 2 crashed right into that. So I'm just going slow through the really encroached part right here, and then we'll speed up a little bit. Okay, so we're going slow like this. It looks like it's not having any issues. Don't want to speak too soon. There's a branch right there. I can't believe it lost me around that corner. Are you going to try to come back, dude? Man. So it just doesn't have the close tracking capability like the Neo has to keep up with you in this single track stuff. I got to find where I am again. So the same old things, guys, same old things. And then you got to do this whole process again. Clicking to start it again and all that. At least the video is still recording, so you don't have to go through all that. It looks like it chose to go far back. I want it to be closer. So let's try this. Maybe I wasn't in the closest mode. Thought I was. If not, now we are. I'm only going 5 miles per hour, guys. So if it can't keep up with me on this, I don't know what to tell you. Love these bikes that have like a throttle, because you can just concentrate on getting through the bumps if you need to, or pedal if you want. I'll have this bike in the description down below if you're interested in this bike. It goes about 30, and it has a front suspension, and the throttle is actually a twist hand throttle on the right hand grip, which is neat, kind of like a motorcycle. And this one's actually more powerful than, or faster than, that other green one I like, the Lime Crush. So go ahead and check that if you want to see bikes, guys. I do a lot of bike reviews too. I'm gonna start speeding it up. Oh man, why would we want to speed up if it already lost me? Look at that. What a disappointment, dude. What the why oh why? What is your problem, Mini 5 Pro? All the sensors are clean. See, now I don't even know where the heck I am. I guess I got to look at the compass and fly that way because I'm over there. Thought I was over there. Nope. I'm trying to fly towards that blue dot, but apparently that's not me. Where's the trail? There it is. So these are the kind of things, guys, that you're going to have to do with these drones. So honestly, I do not recommend at all using the Mini 4, Mini 5 Pro. Gosh, even the Sky Rover was better than this. I don't know what happened, dude. Let's go into settings on this focus track here. Inner radius, let's get it way down. Just like keep it close, right? Force it. And I'm all the way. Oh, wow. I can even go to 1.6 feet. Let's try that. Closest and lowest it can possibly go in this mode. Let's try this. It's always good to try things out. Maybe it'll track a little better. I don't know. And just to let you guys know, I was only going 5 miles per hour when it lost me on all that stuff. Let's try to maintain a little bit quicker speed. But see this? It's just not keeping close enough to me. It's just, I guess when it's low, it just can't keep track. Well, let's do this until it loses us, and then we'll go from a little higher, maybe above the treetop, see if it's better at anticipating through the trees. Don't know for sure. Oh. Going about 10 now. Looks like it's, is it still? Oh, hey guys. Go ahead. I got a drone back there that just crashed.
Okay, cool.
Thanks. Don't run it over. Now we gotta go find it, as usual. Oh, there it is. Glad they didn't run it over. So, as you can see, guys, the frustrations, if you're riding your bike on this kind of trail, I mean, look at it. This is your standard forest, single track trail. You're gonna have encroachment. This is just not the drone for it, okay? Let's see if anything's damaged. You would think, I mean, it's got those LiDAR sensors in the front too, and it's like crashing in the front. So I don't know, it's just not seeing these pine tree branches. You'll see in the video on what it actually crashed on that time, and actually every other time. Camera is fabulous. I mean, look at this camera. I mean, couldn't ask for a nicer camera on this tiny drone. All right, so there was one more thing I want to do. I'm going to just shut down and restart just to give it the benefit of the doubt, reset the software and everything. I don't see any problems. I'm going to put this up one more time, and I'm going to put it up high, start tracking me in a open area like this, and see if it can stay above the canopy and lock onto me and anticipate and follow when it loses me and keep locking on. So that's the last test I want to do. I think we kind of beat this to death in the single track and the road. You just know how it does in encroached environments now. But I just want to do that one last test. Okay guys, reboot everything and cleaned all the sensors as best I could. Let's see how it does on a high track. So here's how we're gonna do this. We're gonna start picking it up and back. Try to see if we're above the treetops. I'm gonna do like a surround view here, a little orbit, stationary orbit, just to make sure we're above trees. We're gonna be going downhill. So it looks to me like, there's the trail. Looks to me like we should be over the canopy going downhill. Maybe a little bit higher, pick it up. There we go. So I'm gonna back up and I'm just gonna track here. Focus track enabled. See, it does see me there, so put a little X on me. Go ahead and click on myself. Whew, just laggy today, even though it's pretty cool out. Maybe it's heating up in the sun, I don't know. Hey, go ahead guys. Thank you. Yes, thank you. Yep. So we'll just keep it far so it can stay high above me. And this is cool. It says auto cycling mode. I didn't see this, but there we go. Rapid response. Interesting. You see that? So it's supposed to have a more rapid response when you're cycling, but I didn't see that. Did you? And then you can click on auto. Oh, automatic movement. Weird. No, I don't want that. Nope. Okay, so maybe if you wanted to do kind of like a master automatic movement shot when you're biking, go ahead and click that. That might be kind of cool, but watch out for obstacles, right? It just brought it way down. I don't want that. I'm gonna go back up. All right, let's just see what it does. That's all we can do. I'm pretty sure it's gonna lose me pretty quick here, but let's just see. Kind of stop and go on the drone. I'm trying to keep a constant speed. You see how it's trying to anticipate? I'll see how long it can anticipate that. Nope, that's it. That's completely it. The trail's there, but I'm already gone. So this kind of environment, that's what you can expect. You're gonna get quite frustrated in these kinds of environments, guys. Let me get out in the open again so I can find myself, and then we'll just do one last tracking on the way home. Should be right through these trees. Hello. Hi. Hi, guys. Hey. Lots of riders out today. Yeah. That's awesome, dude. Trying to, but this one's not great for this environment. Yeah, there's a lot of low. Yeah, too much encroachment. Yeah. Yeah, I do reviews on these, so I want to show people what it can and can't do, you know? Oh, how cool is that? Well, have a great day, man. Thanks, you too, guys. That's as close as we can get. All right. Everybody's interested in the drone. And that's the thing too, is you want to make sure you're nobody's gonna run into a drone like this, right, on the trails. Make sure it's just not sitting in the trail like that. Because like I was saying, it will not move out of the way of something. It will just move and avoid things when it's tracking you. You know what I mean? Like say it lost track, like we did on the road, and it was just sitting there in the road. There's really no way it's going to move out of the way. Unless what it would probably do is if like this, I'm tracking myself like this, and some bike riders come up on me in the front, it'll probably try to avoid them this way. Oh dude, where are you going now? See, so this is where it gets scary, right? You don't want it to be sitting there in the trail. So I'm going to slowly push up and see if it can find its way out of this tree. See that? So I'm just pushing up and it avoided all that stuff. So it's good at that when you're going slow. That's pretty cool. This is just not the drone for this high encroachment environment. I was trying to keep it like, you know, like my mid-level so it could have the best chances of avoiding obstacles, but it just gets lost. Let's try to zoom in. See how that works. Okay, that's a 2x zoom. Let's try it. This is the last stretch home. So remember, I'm at 2x zoom, so it's definitely farther back than what the camera's showing. But look at this. That was a really bad anticipation. I don't know where it's trying to track. I gotta go back to 1. That didn't work out at all. Let's go. See if I can. Let's see if I can get through this. If I just go for it. See if it can find its way to me. And not crash. Even though I'm only going 3 miles per hour. Oh, there. Okay. That was decent. Oh, spoke too soon. Don't lose track, buddy. So guys, I know this is a long one, but I want to show you what it's doing. Hey guys. I got a drone behind me. Okay. It's coming. Come on, retract me, please, retract. Whew. I don't know, maybe the computing power. Maybe when it loses you and it's trying to retrack and avoid obstacles, it's just like too much for it. So sometimes it crashes. Anyways, what I was saying, guys, is we're going to get back home and do a pros and cons, okay? We're almost there. I know it's not going to track me through here, that's for sure. It's going to get lost. Let me just get back to my driveway. I want to try this return to home setting that makes it return to the controller. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Update home point. So let's click on that menu. And I want it to return to the controller. So I don't want to go where the aircraft is because that's just where it's just going to go to that point it is now. So we want to click on controller. And then let's go ahead and return to home. I'm just going to press and hold this one here on the controller. Let's see how it gets out of this forest environment. This will be neat, huh? Look at this. A lot of you were wondering this. Oh my God. Nope. How disappointing, dude. What the frick? There it is. So that was weird because it turned around and started going that way. I thought I had pressed come back to the controller. I don't know what was up with that. At least it has that sound though in these kind of situations, you know. You can turn off and on. I'll find my drone. So that time it just was like a quick little zip when it was trying to go up and just fell out of the sky. No major damage, just a little bit of scuffing. I'll give it that. It's definitely durable. Man, I just want to get home, dude. Where I want to go, right under these trees. This will be a good last test. Yes, it might crash again, but I'm gonna let it hover right there. I'm gonna go back home And I want it to return to the controller. I don't know why it's not doing that. Let's try that again. Drag to adjust the position. Oh, weird. Okay, it drags the whole map around. You can do that, or I thought pressing controller would have done that, but that didn't work. So let's try the drag and then just press OK. Let's see what it does. So that updated it, and now let's just return home. Are those sensors gonna work? I cleaned them off again. It's under some canopy. What are you gonna do, buddy? What the heck? Just going back and forth. Not finding an opening, turning. What are you doing, buddy? I can see that AR line there. Wow, RTH stopped. Let's try again. Update home point. And this time let's just press controller. Okay. All right, now let's try software from the screen. Oh, you can also update it there on the screen. I forgot about that. So we'll just hold home point. Let's see if it can get out of here this time. Get back. That time it's working. Look at that. So I don't know why it didn't work the first time, but now it's finding its way out of the forest, finding a clearing, going up. Can I still control the camera? Yes. So that's where it's going to try to land. So at least if that happens, you can try that a few times. If it doesn't crash, there she is. Try and do a hand catch here. There you go. Just fly it close enough to you. Hold down on the controller. Put your hand like this on the bottom so it sees your hand as the ground. And then just keep holding it down until it gets low enough, and then just grab it right here carefully. My goodness, guys. Whew. Definitely not as expected. Let's go through a pros and cons here and kind of rehash all that. So guys, let me know down in the comments what you think. Not as expected, huh? I was expecting way better with this latest generation. Kind of just performed like the Mini 4 Pro or even worse. So I don't know what's up with that. I tried to give it the benefit of the doubt. I don't pull any punches. I tell it like it is. But I was trying certain things just to try to make it easier for it, like going slow, doing this review when it was ultimate lighting. I know I have a black jacket on, but that didn't seem to really affect it. It seemed to like just stay too far behind me and lose me that way and around corners and stuff. That's just how it is. I mean, the road, you saw, how many times did we crash? Like 5 or 6 times? So if you're crashing from high up, you're gonna break something. Luckily, I wasn't that high. Everything is still operational. So durable, that's a good pro there. I can't say how it's gonna be when it crashes on like gravel or concrete or asphalt, because we didn't do that. Luckily, it was in the kind of the dirt in the woods every time it crashed. So I really want to hear what you have to say and what you think in the comments. I was honestly pretty disappointed. It did have some good points where, you know, the side tracking is pretty solid, and it didn't seem to crash, I don't think, when I was doing that side tracking. So that's a good thing. Maybe it crashed once, I can't remember. There was so many crashes, right? Just the general pros, this thing does have a very quiet, audible footprint. So when you're flying and you just want to be tracking in front of you and have that like on you good audio, like this mic I'm using here, the DJI mic, just still do not trust it in an encroached, you know, trees on the side of the road environment unless you're just following directly behind you, because it just will keep crashing, especially just super frustrating in single track like this. You're going to want to get the Neo 2 or even the Neo 1 if you can still get it, but it just doesn't have the video the Neo 2 and the Flip does. Between the Neo 2 and the Flip, that's a toss-up. Either one of those would be great in this environment. They will crash once in a while, but they're going to give you way better footage, and you're going to be able to go way faster through the trails. Instead of it losing you and crashing at 5 miles per hour, what this did, you'll be able to go like 10, 15, 20, jamming it through the trails and just once in a while crash, but you'll get way better video than what this can do. So I don't know, I'm just really just amazed, and I thought it would do way better, but Like I said, I tell it like it is. That's how it did in my situation. I'm not sure how it's going to do in your situation. Obviously, it's going to do way better in an open environment with minimal obstacles like probably buildings or cars and stuff like that. I still have my Skydio 2, and honestly, guys, I'm still going to say that that has still done way better, at least in the road situation. But they don't make that anymore, right, for the consumer. So the only way you can get one is like through eBay used or something. I thought the sensors were going to be maybe higher resolution or something, so it could detect objects better. But man, just coming into like even a plain tree like that with lots of green needles on it, a few times it just crashed right into a couple of those trees. Anyway, guys, that's my full-on tracking review. I think the bike is enough to really tell it how it is. Yes, you can track a car, and that was kind of neat how you could do that auto tracking mode where it looked like it would just auto move and kind of give you some cool shots, kind of like a tracking master shots, if you will. I thought that was kind of cool. So new modes and stuff, but they just still got to perfect the basics of it, right? Make it not crash so easily. I think they need to perfect those a little better before they get all these other crazy modes out there. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoy that. Lots more to come. Still need to do that Neo 2 test on the RC2, on the motion controller and the goggles, and a range test on the Neo 2. So stick around for that. That's coming up next. Hope you enjoyed that, even though it was pretty brutal. That's just really the way it is. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.